I be on it all night, man. I be on it all day. Straight up pimp. If you want me, you can find me in the. I'm on it, 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 I'm on it. I be on it all night, man. I be on it all day. Straight up pimp. If you want me, you can find me in the. I'm on it, 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 I'm on it.
Welcome back to the new Pac RAP. It's Lou Starsky, your host tonight, and we are going to talk about the 4-1 Atlanta Hawks. We got a partial cast today. I'm going to go ahead and bring him on.
Sure.
Was our very own Michael A. Smith. What's going on, my man?
So what's up, man? Just ecstatic, man. Happy about this Hawks victory. Wish it was 2 in a row, but I take it though. It's a long season, man.
Hey,
So
4-1, and the fact that in the mini series we won the second game, I think that says a lot. And also, you got to think Rondo and Gallinari didn't perform. I just think we got a stacked team, and it's crazy because in the preseason, or actually before the preseason, we are like, this team's good. Then we saw them in the preseason, we're like, all right, this is gonna take a second. And then in this regular season starts, it's like they're on it. I mean, they are all laser focused. This is good to see. As a basketball fan, we're not doing it the wrong way. They're playing good basketball, and they're being noticed by other good analysis or analysts. And when you break down, we have a lot of really a lot of plays are just really tough to guard, and with the shooters out there, and it's Solo. I did not expect Solo to play this much, but if Solo's hitting down these shots, like, oof. Anyways, what was your takeaway?
I mean, a lot of, like you just said, I mean, just seeing the continued growth. Of course, getting the veterans in, going through a whole season, having Vince Carter there last year. Following up this season with like Rondo, Gallinari, even a Clint Capella, who's been there before, Solomon Hill. He adding all these players in there, even the Bogey, in his younger amount. He's still older and more been around longer than well, not quite John Collins, but still been in the league around a while. So the thing is, though, we got that experience now. It kind of just it's speeding up DeAndre Hunter and Cam Reddish learning curve and a lot of things. And because I mean, we don't have to depend on them for scoring goals. Although they are scorers. So I mean, we're just showing to be a very efficient, deep team, and I'm loving it. I'm loving every bit of it. Loving the growth. Like I said, that's the main thing. I'm just enjoying to see the growth from like Trae Young still, see him amazingly go to another level, and then seeing the growth from the two the wing studs that we have, and then also Kevin Huerter, man. Kevin Huerter is definitely growing to his own, man. Like this guy in another year, 2 and 3 or whatever, going to be scary.
Yeah, it's definitely. It's good. We're doing this kind of with our core, It's almost like just getting the veterans gave this young core enough confidence, and also just probably the competition has been so increased in practice that they have no choice but to get better now. It seems like.
Oh yeah, definitely no choice. Definitely no choice at all. It's like you said, competition definitely brings that out of you. But at the same time, the talent was there to begin with. Travis done a great job drafting this core. Talent is definitely there. It's just all the guys taking those steps, man. It just pretty much hitting on good pieces 3 years straight, and then 4th year throwing in vets, and you seeing the results of like what you said earlier, just not too long ago, about doing it the right way. And as a basketball fan, you can appreciate that.
Right. So this is our box score here. Let's see. Man, nobody in the negative on the I guess nobody can be, right? No, you still could be. Let's see. On the plus and minus.
I don't know too much about it.
No, I agree on that. But let's see. We had some minute monsters. We had DeAndre played a good bit. Cam Reddish and Trae Young all played over 30 minutes. Clint Capella was right there. John Collins, man. It's funny because our other host, Damon Thomas, had two major complaints, and one was John Collins and the coach. And I'll tell you what, the coaches. I said we got to give the coach this year. I mean, like he brought us to here. We can't just be like, all right, if he doesn't win right away with this team, I felt we had to give him this year before we can make a critique. And he's definitely exceeding my expectations. I mean, he has them playing really sharp basketball right now for this early in the season and that long of a layoff. Anyway, so we had so John Collins had another 20 and 8. Clint Capella a double. Well, so you said Trae Young's numbers were down a little bit, 21 and 7.
Yeah.
I see him getting a lot more rebounds than before. I think that's good to see. Trae Young's playing a lot scrappier, a lot harder.
And he began that towards the latter half of last season. He started picking up his I feel like his rebounds last season. I feel like I started noticing that his attempts to go get him a lot more often and whatnot. In my head, I was like, man, Trae, like, I gotta close that rebound gap between Luka.
Right, exactly.
Maybe averaging 2 rebounds. I gotta get my rebounds up. But no, Trae, like, have 6 rebounds or something like that, 7 rebounds. Like, I mean, that's solid, man. That's a good rebounding guard.
So I guess okay. So we started off 4-1. It seems like we have a lot of scores. Usually about 8 people in double digits. To me, Hunter closed it out with those 2 big threes. JC has definitely bet on himself, and he's playing pretty good. Let's check out some of the highlights, and let's sit here and react to them. I got those loaded up.
Let's go.
On 4, Irving late to get up. Hunter forces its way in for 2. Deuce.
Beautiful delivery by Kevin Durant. And
Andre, man, you saw that at Virginia. It's so textbook.
Hoist from Young.
Those early threes by Trae were actually pretty good.
The drive and kick, Durant.
They helped set
his legs under him. As long as Trae got his legs under him, those money. I know when Trae gonna miss it, and I was just shaking my head, but his legs not there, those bricks. But when he's at the line, it's a free throw. It's like, come on, man, just hit the line, bro.
Close out the game in his defense on Trae Young, but as you can see there, when he has that much space from the top of the key,
that boy is nasty. He's still my favorite back.
Lag on my end. I missed that
break opportunity.
He's so sweet.
Shake and bake.
He's more prolific.
Nice.
He's more prolific than I think he's more prolific than
Kevin Durant steps in front.
No, KD
back loops it ahead, and Collins is there.
What's crazy is that
personal foul on
Trae and KD definitely was trying.
Pull up.
There's no doubt about
Kevin
that.
Durant.
Can't say they wasn't trying, man. I mean, you really can't. I think one of the things that made
nasty. I'm gonna have to play that.
Keep it alive.
Did you see this pass?
You just called me the early bird. You've never called me that. Inside, Capella puts it down. And Allen with keep it alive for Brooklyn. There was a miscommunication for a moment. Irving, the blow by. Kyrie Irving.
You just had a beautiful tease then for Grady's.
I just think we match up well with so many different teams.
Line jump shot is good.
Oh yeah, that's what I want to touch on a little bit. I'll touch on it, I guess, after the highlights get a little break. I don't want to distract too much from the highlights or whatnot.
Here.
Yeah, well, this is the
6 times.
I like this play by Jarrett. That was nice. So now, before we go into the second quarter, what was that you were about to say?
I'm just saying one of the things that made the 60-win team successful, I mean, of course, was his depth, but his depth in, like, key positions. Mainly it was, like, that wing position, and, I mean, it was really only 2 deep, being Damari Carroll and Thabo Cephalosha. Being able to throw that, and then also, too, not losing, you know what I'm saying, the beat necessarily in point guard production. I'm not saying that, you don't lose anything when Trae goes to sit down, but yeah, you don't lose much when Trae goes to sit down. At the point guard production right now, even if you have Bogey or Kevin, controlling the ball, or Cam, this and that or whatnot, they're doing a lot better job. Of course, you got Rondo. So that's the thing about it, is what I'm saying is that with Cam, Kev, and DeAndre, you see that effect on the wings or whatnot. You see that depth in that key position there, and I feel like that's the thing, like, say, against KD and Kyrie, it's like, okay, it's kind of like a wave of that type of prototypical wing defender you'll like to have in the NBA.
Yeah, and I'll do you one better. I don't think it's not even that we don't get bad when Trey goes out. I think we become a completely different team that's just as formidable, because now we just have a guy, that's when they run a lot of the of spread, where they'll have three shooters basically at the top and at the two wings, and then they'll have the guard drive in as deep as possible, and then whoever collapses, the guard kicks it out to the shooter. And I just think, like, we never had that before.
We did that a lot last year to play. we wasn't shooting well.
Oh, exactly. Yeah, you would have Andre Bembry.
Exactly. You have players like that a lot of times catching that ball and firing. So Solomon Hill, of course, even that's further down in the depth, but that's a better shooter. That's a lot better than, say, like you said, DeAndre Bembry. Even with Kevin Huerter, DeAndre Hunter, and even Cam Reddish, they're all shooting at a better clip as well, though.
And the other thing is the game that we did lose. I think that's a game that a Chris Dunn would have been well serviced by being able to be thrown out. And even if he hadn't played all game, that's 4 fouls that he can give, 4 hard fouls he can give Kyrie Irving in that fourth quarter to kind of disrupt him a little bit from his rhythm. And I think he was a really good defender. So that's somebody that we didn't have. And I just think, like, even with 5 very crucial pieces that are very valuable in game adjustments, I think we're still finding a way, and that's because our core guys, the guys that we all believed in this group for the last 3 years, Herter, DeAndre Hunter, John Collins, Cam Reddish, Trae Young, these are the guys that are making the winning basketball plays, though.
Most definitely. That's what's beautiful about it, is those draft picks, those core players are the ones stepping up. Kevin made key plays, big shots again, stepped up today. Of course, he was a little, I guess you'll say, down the last game, the game that we lost, but he still played, a solid game. So it's just, it's just fun to watch, man. We all, as Hawks fans, we were dying to see this. I guess we all, I know we all were dying to see them in the bubble, especially seeing some other, like, young players and teams have success. We knew our guys, like, man, they'll get in there and they'll ball. And we didn't even have the veterans or the depth that we have now. That was just the guys from last season, additional maybe Clint, but Clint wouldn't have played most likely. So, and like what we all thought that, like, every single one of our young players, they took a step up. Even John Collins, that's in offense, offensively, we still need him to grow defensively for us, being that backline defender, just making a little bit better reads, positioning himself a little bit better, and stuff like that. But John has gotten better each and every season, more efficient, So in this space and pace game with the point guard like Trae Young, that's what you need. There's plenty of players around that's just gonna knock down the open shot. Yeah,
and Trae Young as a facilitator has a really good ability to be able to wait to the last moment to make his decision whether he's going to shoot or pass, and I think he's playing that cat and mouse game just beautifully. But let's carry on. Second quarter.
Draws the foul. Right now he's blocked by Green.
I don't think we ever had – we were never down in this game.
Hard.
We weren't down much or often in the first game either. I think it didn't happen until the fourth. But
and that's really what I wanted.
A while about has been controlling it against these guys.
Well, that's really what I wanted to talk about is the mentality of just winning this second game. Like it's a dog mentality that comes back in and plays the same team again, even better after you lost the first one.
Oh, he had to. I was looking forward to that. They did what I thought I felt like they needed to do. I wouldn't have been so happy if we won in a close game. I would have been happy if we won in a close game, but this is what I wanted to see. After losing the close game the second time, I was like, okay. That first time, come this time, I wanted to see us. I was like, man, we need to win by like 15 at least or something like that. Like, I want to go out there and win convincingly. Like let them know it's like, okay, we should have won that first.
Well, have we ever had it just seems like we didn't have to fear KD as much as we've normally had when we played a team that had KD on it.
And quickly.
And also for the audience,
hold on, for the audience, I'd like to welcome Damon onto the show. What's going on?
What's good, family? What's good? Celebration time, baby.
Is it too early to crack the champagne bottles?
No, it ain't too early. You know,
Shit looks good.
you know why it's not too early? It's because we didn't play a Nets team without KD or without Kyrie. Now they're missing
And Spencer Dinwiddie.
Spencer Dinwiddie, but I mean, let's be honest. At the end of the day, KD and Kyrie is where the firepower really comes from.
Joe Harris.
But it showed me this though. This showed me why Kyrie could never be like the lead dog, because he been cold for 2 games. You take away that fourth quarter from last night, and he's really been ice cold. And what I posted in the group was that in this game, he was ice cold, and it looked like the only person he actually was passing the ball to was Kevin Durant. So I'm like, you know, you're not really feeling it. Why don't you get somebody else involved? I mean, it benefited us though, because he kept shooting. You know? And I understand the slogan "shoot or shoot," but I mean, like, he's more of a scorer. I can't see him just be. I mean, he's an amazing shooter. Don't get me wrong, but I'm just saying, like, I never look at him as just a shooter. I don't think he can just. Well, basically, he just didn't get. He was cold and decided not to get nobody else involved.
Yeah. And
Kevin Durant, which benefited us. But listen, man, these 2 games. I think I said somebody had posted about early MVP talk for Trae Young. I said if we take 1 or 2 in Brooklyn, you have to put Trae Young up there in the MVP talks, because we didn't just go down there and beat up on the damn Magic. We went and beat up on the team that most pundits predicted was going to win the East.
Okay,
and I do say beat up on, because you take away the last 3 minutes, last 5 minutes of the fourth quarter from yesterday, and we was beating up on the Nets.
So put on your national pundit hat. And what are they going to say tomorrow? Are they going to say this was a Brooklyn loss? Or are they going to say this is time to reckon with the Atlanta Hawks as a team that has arrived?
Bro, when you lose when you down 20, it's not a losing team's loss. You getting your ass whooped, bro. This game, we dunking on their ass.
Capella just pushing people around.
we was out here. Let's be honest, man. And I hate to say it, maybe it's just me. To be honest, I really think the team actually thought the shit was over with like 5 minutes left. I mean, Trae was shooting shit from like 50 feet out, and I'm like, bro, what are you doing? You know. And I posted, hey, LP, the boys got to tighten up.
Yeah.
I really think they thought the game was over. You know what I'm saying? What you think, Mike?
Nah, them boys. I mean, they threw it off the backboard, man.
Well, I thought
we beat their ass tonight, dog. Come on, man.
So when that you were talking about happened, I thought DeAndre Hunter did a nice job of hitting 2 crucial threes.
Yeah, because we was kind of cold for a hot second in that fourth quarter, man. And I was like, and I think I posted in the in-game thread, I was like, we don't score right here, bro. We're gonna need a timeout. You know? And Dre hit that first 3, then he came back and hit another one. You know what I'm saying?
Let's see what else he did. We're in the second quarter here. We're about to get to the
Trae
third.
Young can get going. Irving with
lagging on my end.
2-for-1 opportunity. Durant knows it.
What do you mean?
To the hole.
Finish. Thought he had an and one right there.
Irving picked up by Goodwin. Pull up. Fake shot is there.
It's kind of weird. You can hear the sound of the ball going into the hoops now.
Singular issue.
Yeah, but I miss the crowd though. That crowd has been quiet.
I know. They should make him go real quiet.
That shit would have been quiet as shit, especially when John dunked on Allen.
I hope they have. I think they have that one.
It's because of that.
Be on sports tonight. He gambled on his ass, bro. And I like how John gave him the stare down too on his way back.
Wheels on the inside for the fadeaway.
It just. See, I'm telling you, Cam Reddish.
And it's scooped up by
AJ.
Did Cam get a hand on that, or that was like
he straight ripped him.
He did it twice.
Collins.
I'm telling you, Cam is the truth. I like Cam.
He's got a 3.
Cam gonna be crazy,
bro.
in on Hunter.
If Cam actually do this,
yeah,
bro, this dude
There you go.
game. You want to find a guy like Joe Harris?
It's going to be on at that point because DeAndre's already smooth.
Bro, the job he did on KD,
Yeah.
bro, what other star is going to be better with that defense on?
Bogey.
And
Bogey Brown was kind of quiet tonight, man.
6 points for Carlos LeVert.
he was letting the other guys go. That Carlos LeVert, man, God, he's good. He's got all the skills to be good.
Yeah, but Kyrie don't pass the ball.
Reload for Atlanta with a 3.
Did you see him look back?
Shamit hangs. Prince.
I want Kev to be.
He nailed
He would be so bad though.
They must see something in. They must see something in practice because they have no problems playing Kevin Huerter.
What you mean? I see what I ain't got no problem playing him.
I'm saying even when he misses a couple times, like or does a silly play, they don't take him out or even hesitate to leave him in. I like that.
Not on our team the way it's been his first few seasons and stuff like that. Well, a couple years. We've been extremely young with bums. I'm not pulling it out.
I am so excited about this team.
In practice, they be telling his ass to shoot the damn ball.
Yeah, I bet.
What they want.
I bet he shoot at practice. He ain't got no choice.
And hits again.
But
how many players is it?
No,
it's the team against the team.
With Rondo out, I actually preferred the backcourt when it was Bogey and Huerter over. I'm just not a fan of old boy. Brandon, man.
Well, you know what? He looks out of his. He didn't look that bad last year on our team, but this year he looks a class below everybody else on the team.
Yeah, bro, he a Skyhawk, not a hawk, man.
No joke, bro. I put that in the group thread yesterday. I said he need to go for 2 chains, bro.
Outside astronaut. Give me that.
Rewind that, bro. Rewind that shit.
There's your jam right there.
Rewind that. That shit disrespectful. What the fuck?
Yes, sir.
That was so disrespectful.
I need $30 million, bro.
That's a $30 million dunk. Hold on, I gotta go back. I want to one more time.
That's a max money dunk.
Look at this one more time.
Hey, KD, you saw the way KD looked at him, though? Hey, go back, man. Look at that. Hey, go back. Look at where KD.
It's going back. We might have to go through
this.
That
shit do funny, though, watching other player reactions, man.
Look at it.
All right,
I saw it.
All right, I see KD.
Watch KD.
Oh. He acted like he's seen it before, though.
He looked back and stared at him like, man, what you doing, man?
Don't forget Clint Capella jammed on Allen ass, too.
Yeah.
With 2 hands.
Wow.
Oh, it was nice, too. But this is a nice little fade right here.
Twirls, connects. Former college teammate of Steve Nash.
Hey, but shout out to the Brooklyn play-by-play. Man. They was giving credit where credit was due, bro.
Yeah, they the whole weekend too, because the whole 2 games.
Squares and hits again.
And that motherfucker said, "That's a man's jank."
Yeah. That's Sports Center highlight right there.
Hey, even the Nets peaked what Trae Young do. It was like he actually celebrates before he like he knows what John Collins. We've been saw this since Trae got in the league playing with John Collins when he throw the hoop, he dunks with him. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
he come down on the dunk.
The hop thing that he does, I love it.
Yeah, Trae always do the hop thing or whatever. The next broadcast and like people that they were saying that Trae like kind of celebrates the thing because he already know what the deal is. But
well, that's something I peeped out at the beginning of the year, and I was definitely talking about it because it's a little extra thing when you're watching him. You get a little extra hype because you see him do that little hop, and
he's been doing that since day one. That's part of the things that was making people mad. Trae Young came in the league doing that. The audacity to nutmeg somebody, you know what I'm saying? Pulling up from like 5 feet beyond the arc and stuff like that.
Nutmeg.
How dare you?
Man, I'm about to go talk some more shit about LP, man.
Yeah. Okay. So this is my thing because I know I'm pretty content with LP right now. I think he's got these boys playing like professionals.
Like every time I talk shit about somebody, they decide to ball out.
I see what you're saying.
I'm about to go talk some more shit about LP right now. Fire LP.
He said
I'm telling you, he's in our group. He sees that. So JC bet on himself, and after 5 games, what do you think his market is? Has he gone down? Has he gone up? Is he still 90
he ain't no max money player, man.
So what's he gonna ask for then? Because they put a moratorium on moving the cap or any of this stuff.
Well, hey, I could tell you like this: since we didn't sign him before the season started, we already told him what we think. Go test the market.
Mm-hmm.
That's what we just told him. Go test the market. He restricted. So at the end of the day, if it's gonna be just like how we went and got Bogey. If somebody want JP, if somebody want JC, if they really believe in him that much, they will offer him a lot of money, and then that'll put us in a position to say, you know what, we appreciate your time, but you're not worth, what's his max? 25 million, 30 million? Is that his max?
Question. He goes 20-8 this year. 19-8. And we get into the second half, and we get into the second round. Does somebody offer him a max?
Probably. Yeah, it's gonna be
somebody gonna offer him a max. Somebody gonna offer him a max from jump anyway. Like I didn't say that
from some shitty ass team. But exactly. It depends on what the free agent class looked like. At first, before Giannis re-signed with Brooklyn, you had a lot of people holding their money. Now you got to see what's gonna happen with James Harden. Is he gonna get traded?
Technically, not even just James Harden. This the free agency where all of them supposed to be up. But I think a lot of them have signed up already.
Yeah, you got to look at who gonna be available, what team's gonna have the money. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, man, I just don't see how you could give somebody a max contract and they don't have no NBA accolades, no All-Star appearances, no NBA first, second, third team.
Did DeAndre Fox make an All-Star game? I don't want to speak before my turn, but
DeAndre Fox?
No, but he's their star player.
Yeah, he is though.
What
he's
about
their best player?
What about Russell over in Minnesota?
Is John Collins our best player?
No.
So if he's not our best player, what has he done to show you he deserves max money? He don't have no accolades to back it up.
Here's the question: is he our second best player?
Second best player?
Is he our second best player? Last year he was.
Nope.
To me, no.
Hell no, because he can't. Let me tell you, to me, this is just my opinion. His biggest flaw, which will prevent him from being our second best player, is he can't bring the ball down court. He needs somebody to get him the ball. You see what I'm saying? Unlike just about everybody else on the team, you can get in the ball, they'll dribble that shit down. He got a decent three. He's decent, but he can't create. So what accolades does he have to show that he's a max money ball player?
Well, there's been a couple of times, especially in this in these 2 games, where we threw the ball down to him and he got us a bucket. And if he can do that makes him valuable. Because if he can do that,
bro, I could put Paul Millsap down there, he'd give me a bucket. Say he can't. Say he can't.
No.
That's exactly what Paul Millsap did for us.
I won't say that. What the main thing, what I say is that we played the Nets, and what I've said repeatedly to you guys is that the Nets are known to give up big stats to opposing big men. It's just Jared Allen and DeAndre Jordan. Like whoever the opposing bigs are playing tonight, it's wise for you to bet on those bigs to do well against them. So my thing is
would say.
What's that?
That sounds like some shit a gambler would say.
Well, I'm just saying, that's some little tips you pick up, when you be play these little daily fantasy games and stuff like that. You pick up stuff like that. That's why I was telling y'all about Tony Snell. I was like, man, boy, that man he's a no-no when it comes to fantasy. But anyway, but like I said though, what I'm saying though is that Jared Allen, it's just I'm happy about it though. But let's see the next game, and when we going against teams that are better defenders, more solid bigs, and everything like that, how things go. Because we saw what happened in the first few and stuff, in foul trouble and not on the court and things of that nature.
Yeah, and you brought up something I did want to talk about, which is Tony Snell. He brings up a very interesting conversation because as it's playing out, he has not sniffed the court. I don't see any place for him to even play. and he's our 4th largest contract.
Well, he's here for defensive purposes, really.
Are you sure he's not here to be packaged up in a deal to?
Well,
to
you can't even trade him until March. Is it March or
yeah. Has he played yet? Has he played yet?
And then
has he played yet? It looked like he waiting to March. That would have looked like they.
And then he hurt. He had surgery on his ankle.
So Tony Snell played at Kentucky, right? And then who paid him all that money? What team paid him all that money?
Bulls
Tony
did.
Snell. Probably Detroit. The Bulls did.
The Bulls, and then we got it from the Bulls.
Oh, okay.
Oh, he just came from Detroit.
No, Snell's with the Bulls. Won't he?
He was with the Bulls before.
Oh, then he went to Detroit?
Yeah, he just came from Detroit, though.
Dude, I got my timeline all fucked. I'm still thinking about when Trae Young went at his ass in Chicago.
He played for the Bulls, though. Yeah, it ain't like he ain't played for the Bulls, but he has.
You can't even trade. You can't even trade Snell until what's the date they set? Either March 1st or it was late February. So I mean,
that's what we waiting on. Whatever day it is, that's what we waiting on.
And how many years did we sign him for?
No. His shit expires next year.
So we signed him for a 1-year deal.
Yes, bro. We waiting to trade him.
So he expired in contract.
I think what he is reserving money for our guys. I think he is just a what are they?
Stopping gap. You got to spend money.
What you mean reserve money?
I think it's a placeholder because they
got to spend the money, man. You got to spend a certain amount of money.
So you
still got the money available.
We already at the cap floor.
Now we are.
Him. We was already at the minimum before.
No.
Gallo.
He was the first one we got. We got him before we got them, bro.
Gallo.
We got Snell first.
Cause who did we get rid of? Deadman.
John James.
Deadman was at 12 million.
Bembry.
Who else?
I mean, I don't know their contract.
Bembry was minimum. We don't listen.
Man, we had a star.
We didn't get him for a stopgap. We got him for some defense.
Bro. But in about a month, you gonna wind up saying the same thing we saying right now. That's all.
But the thing is this: if we did get him to trade him for who?
I think you package him with one of our young guys to get a blockbuster or a medium deal, a medium trade.
Who is available besides James Harden?
It's not about available right now. It's about how the season plays out. That's what
No, it is about who's available. Because let's think, who are the stars of the NBA?
But tell me this. If the Mavs keep losing, they're gonna look at their team a lot differently than
they're not gonna keep losing. They're on the 2-game win streak now.
Okay, but what? It's spoken like
they beat the shit out of Miami, and they did it without KP. So they can't even analyze their team till KP come back.
Right. So and that's what I'm saying is like if a team just doesn't do what we think it's going to do and they become a player in the trade, all I'm saying is we have assets because we could do Tony Snell in a 1st-round pick that we don't need. But
this is what you got to. You got to first. It depends on who the player is.
You let the GM figure it out.
Why is the team losing? How much is that player that you want, that superstar you want, make? So prime example. Say you try to trade for James Harden, Tony Snell. And a 1st-round pick and a young player not getting you James Harden. Okay, you need first of all the money won't even match. You still have to throw in more money, and they're gonna want more draft picks. Look at what Milwaukee, and this is why I hate Milwaukee. Milwaukee set the standard when they traded for J. Rue Holiday. Look what they gave up to get J. Rue Holiday, and then look at what the Lakers gave up to get AD. That shit does not match. Milwaukee fucked up the game. You see what I'm saying? That's why the Heat got out of the James Harden trade because and Philly got out of the Harden trade because now they look at what the Pelicans got for J. Rue, right? And they're like, hold up, I got an MVP player, a generational talent. So guess what, bro? I need what the Bucks gave to get J. Rue Holiday, who probably made what, 1 All-Star game, 2 All-Star games?
Mm-hmm.
So when you talk about Tony Snell at $12 million. You talk about our young, and that's another thing. Our young players not sitting on no real money. So then, who you gonna throw in to match money? Because your superstar is making a minimum of $35 million. So now you got to match the money.
I don't know. I really thought that. They grabbed Tony Snell to try to trade John Collins, Tony Snell over for Giannis is what I was thinking.
You can't. Well, you know that's
I
not
think
going to
it's the
happen
option.
because Giannis
I think
already
it's-
resigned. Giannis
No,
resigned.
I think that's what it's kept them flexible, man. Knowing Travis, that's why he did it, to have the flexibility. Because that's the type of contract, being an expiring contract, a large contract that
Did we
is
trade for
attractive
Snell
by
or did we
teams.
sign Snell?
We traded for him.
You traded for him.
What did we trade to get him?
I think a bag of peanuts.
I'm about to say, was it Devin? Nah, Devin ain't in Detroit. Man, I don't even know, to be honest
We
with you.
didn't trade for Snell, man. Hold up. I promise
We
you.
didn't pay for him, bro.
Hold up.
He expiring contract.
I'll look it up.
Now y'all got me looking shit
I was
up.
about to say, I'm trying to look it up too.
Yeah, y'all stay talking. I'll do that. That's what
But yeah, bro, like that's. I mean, I've been saying this since the beginning, like about Tony Snell. Anyway, but that's. I really believe that's what the case is gonna be. I'm with you on that, man. I think that I mean, worst case scenario, yeah, he stays on the team throughout the whole season, and he's not here next year. Like that's worst case scenario, but he's definitely a flexibility piece.
Yeah, so we did trade Dwayne Dedman to the Pistons, and I think the Pistons didn't wrap that up and threw it.
That's what I thought. Dedman not in Detroit anymore. So yeah, that's how we moved that.
Traded for Snell.
We got him and Kyrie Thomas.
Okay, that makes sense. You trade for Snell because we wasn't gonna play Dedman anyway.
Look,
Snell would make 12 million.
Yes, we traded 13 mil for 12 mil.
Yeah, because Dedman won't gonna play anyway.
Let's see what it says about actually Tony Snell. Interesting.
From the book. Oh, this dude been getting paid.
I know, that's what I'm saying. But look, this is why he's a 40% 3-point shooter.
Holy crap! That's where he got that money from.
Yeah, it looks like a 3. How tall is he? He looks skinny.
Yeah, man. I don't know, man. I haven't, watched him like
I'll say
a whole lot like that.
Yeah,
I won't disagree with y'all theory because him being an expiring contract, it is a tradable asset. So y'all could be right, but I don't think we got him necessarily trade. I think maybe they thought he brought a little bit of defensive intensity, but hey, who knows?
You know what? This is what I think. I think by that time they knew that they were going to have a chance to get Onyeka. And I think they were like, all right, well, then that means that we don't need Dwayne Dedman.
Correct.
And so they were like, all right, well, let's just try to get a similar contract so that we could just keep that flexibility. And I really do think it was a flexibility move because they don't. I mean, if you're going to go ahead and grab,
why would the Pistons who rebuild it get a longer contract?
I don't know.
They don't even have that though. I think they don't have that.
It was I think it's like a non-guarantee. I think Dedman had something that they wanted, but it didn't matter. I think they were just swapping contracts. But what the thing is, Snell could have also have been.
Why would Detroit trade an expiring contract for a dude with 2 years left on the deal if they rebuild it? That don't even make sense from Detroit's standpoint.
Hey, bro, that's a Detroit problem.
Dumb shit this year.
It's good. We'll take the expiring deal.
But
that's what I'm saying. It's a Detroit problem.
Yeah. And the other thing is, like, Tony Snell could have also have been insurance in case Bogey didn't pan out because they still had to go out and acquire Bogey.
Because we got Snell before Bogey.
Yeah, so he could have just been insurance. That they could have all just been insurance. I think it was a lot. He was playing some fighting chess this year. I'm happy with our GM. He's kicking ass.
Yeah, he doing. Hey, I gotta put my cat to Travis. He making major moves.
Yeah, for sure. And then so the last conversation I'd like to have with y'all today is about the defense that the boys are playing. I know we got 145 hung on us the other day, but I still thought they were playing pretty decent defense. But today they came back and put even more clamps on. What y'all think? Is the defense active enough for y'all?
Them dudes gave up 145 and then come back against the same team and hold their ass to 100 points. It was today, bro. Night and fucking day, bro. They cut off 45 points on the same team the next game. The defense was night and day. To be honest, we should have won the last game if we would have tried to get the ball out of Kyrie hand when he got hot. But
Chris Dunn.
All I need to do is active hands, man, because it seemed like every time Brooklyn threw a pass, somebody was getting a hand on something. And, I had got to salute Cam Reddish to defense on KD. I mean, that you got Reddish guarding a generational superstar, bro. And I think he did outstanding. I mean, obviously KD is, but just them two steals, I thought was amazing, man. You could see it kind of got to KD a little bit too, man.
Yeah.
What you think, Mike?
Oh man, I loved it, man. Cam and DeAndre. Hunter to me did a good job on Kyrie. I mean, Kyrie was on the last game. Sometimes you just can't do anything about that. He was just hitting shots.
And that was a defensive change that he did. Where
Wait, fellas, real quick. Bro, who was Trae Young guarding tonight? It was like he ain't even had no defensive.
He was driving Joe Harris.
I'm about to say, I think he was guarding TLC.
I don't know what he was doing, bro. Like, damn, the defense so good.
I think they switched him off Joe Harris too. That's why Joe Harris got off.
But I'm
last game.
Kind of what's the word I'm looking for? Covered up Trae Young on the defensive side of the ball.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, most definitely.
Bro, because I couldn't even tell who he was guarding.
That's what you're supposed to. And he was guarding, like I said, I believe TLC. TLC don't do anything. Not on offense. He ain't really aggressive like that. Joe Harris was just catching that thing and firing over him last game. So I think that's what happened. So you just wasn't noticing him getting burnt or anything like that because, like I said, TLC is just not one who's aggressive. That's gonna go at him like that.
Well, the versatility is lovely because when we started off this Nets game, the first one, it was actually Gallinari that was looking really good. He was just posting up, just doing his little turn set shot.
Gallo,
go ahead.
No, I'm just saying, Gallo go stay healthy, man. We're gonna see some fun basketball, definitely. We still like
put a $170 on their ass.
That was the weakest sprained ankle I had ever seen by Gallo. I watched the highlight. I was like, where did he get hurt?
Well, it could have been. I'm hoping it was maybe already slightly injured or some shit.
Because it didn't look a lot. And he's also out there in like loafers or some shit like that. He had some low cut shoes on. That must be an Italian thing.
Yeah,
well, a lot of people hooping lows now.
I can't do that, man. When I had to have boots. I had to have like LeBron. The LeBron James shoe was actually a pretty decent basketball shoe as far as functionality.
Fuck though.
Yeah, I ain't had no LeBrons though, but I hoop in lows. I used to be like that though when that first started happening, but I can't hoop in like high top shoes or whatever you want to call it, traditional no more.
Yeah, I sprained both of my ankles pretty bad, and so it's like a psychological thing for me.
Bro, you know what happened to me though? I tore my Achilles.
What?
I tore my Achilles twice on the same leg, my left leg.
I heard that shit rolls up like a Fruit Loop.
Man, bro, I heard that noise twice, man. It's the worst noise ever, man. And then I had to hear it twice, like I said, man.
I can't do injuries that well. When I was at Georgia Tech, we used to have this rubber floor out there, and I was playing in I actually shot the ball at the top of the key. I knew I missed. I turned around and I just heard this snap. And I turned around and this dude was like right at the middle of the bottom of his leg. It was just making an L the other way. And I was just like, that was the wildest shit I've ever seen.
Yeah, nothing like that ever happened though. The Achilles it don't look ugly, but that thing is no joke though.
Did it hurt? Because I heard it doesn't really have a pain thing. It's just like you gotta walk.
It does, but it does. It's like an extreme messed up, I don't know, rolled ankle, if that make any sense. It's like you roll your ankle, so it's like when it happens, you kind of look, you be like, what?
Yeah.
You hear that noise, and it's like the main thing is like you look around, because I remember I was hooping the first time it happened. And it happened. I looked around like, man, who kicked me? That's what I'm thinking in my head. And I was like, did the air bubble pop? Like that's what it sounded like, or it feel like an air bubble in your shoe pop. But of course, I had no air bubbles in my shoes. So it's crazy.
Well,
you could put no weight on it, could you?
Oh nah, it was like immediately, like what I'm saying. It was like that. But the
first
first time though, I walked I limped to the whip and I drove to the crib. And like I tried to ice it up, then I looked at my calf and I looked at my leg. It was like just one smooth thing, and I was like, "Oh, that ain't right." That's why I went to the hospital, dog. That's why I went to the hospital. Like it was no definition of calf, like you said, roll that calf, no nothing. It was just leg, just like.
Oh hell no!
Right, all right. Well,
and you were looking at your other leg like, hold on. My other leg look like this one. This one don't look like the other one.
I know exactly one of them moments. Like, I gotta go to the hospital.
So I guess, as we're finishing it up here, I guess we go into our keep it a buck. Mike, keep it a buck. What do you think about this? What do you think about the new perspectives for this Hawk? Has it changed at all? Like after these first 5 games, is the playoffs enough for you anymore?
Yeah, the playoffs are enough for me. What's not enough for me right now, I feel like is a play-in game, 7 or 8 seed. I feel like these boys need to go ahead and get greedy and go for first round and you know what I'm saying, home court first round, like into the playoffs that way.
I think with the way Washington started off, I think there's 2 elite teams in maybe 3, and then the rest is a lot of parity. And I think if we can establish ourselves as that 4th best team in the East, that is the position we want to be in going into our first playoff series. That's what
that would be wonderful, especially if you get fans in there around that time. And yeah, a young team like this, boy,
motherfucking arena.
If they never seen Atlanta go crazy, this team make the playoffs.
Hey, I will sign a waiver. If they open that stadium today, I'll sign a waiver.
I sign a waiver.
With a mask on. Yeah, you know, I don't go over shit. I already had it, so I'm good. I'll sign a waiver.
They ain't chicken pot.
Well, Damon, what about what would you how would you keep it a buck concerning the Hawks team?
You know, I've been on that fire LP shit for a minute, but I tell like this: if this team top 4 in the East, I think Lloyd Pierce probably gonna deserve a contract extension. Don't know for how long. I'm just saying it in general. What I need to see now is the same thing that Mike was pointing out earlier. I need to see us against a team with bigs. I need to see us against the Celtics, and I need to see us against the Magic and Sixers.
What about any West Coast teams? Do you want to see us how we match up against like a Gobert or a Jokic?
Not really, because we're not in the West. So I mean, I don't really take those games out of the conference as a measuring stick. Of course, I would like to win the games for our record, but at the end of the day, it's all about the Eastern Conference team because that's who we got to go through to even, to get to the finals. But
as long as Clint healthy, we got a chance. You know what I'm saying? One thing for sure, he stay active on the boards.
Hey, we owe the Magic an ass whipping, bro.
Yeah, for sure. And this is interesting because like all of the people that we brought in are doing their job. Like Clint Capella is rebounding his ass off, offensive rebounding, getting dunks, Bogey shooting well. Gallinari was playmaking like they said he would. Rondo runs the team at an elite level. Like that's what I'm saying. Like when Mike,
get back to what Mike said though, man. Against the Nets, Capella is effective because Jordan and Allen not leaving the paint on the offensive end. So,
Jordan's lazy, by the way. Jordan's lazy.
In there. Don't shoot anyway, so they kind of match up on the offense. It's like when we go play the Celtics, where what's the big they got? White guy.
These
can shoot threes.
Mm-hmm.
So it's gonna be a whole nother ball game when Capella gonna have to go out there on this, and that lane is left open. Same thing for Orlando.
He is solid too, though. Hey, you know what's gonna be a test for us?
Who that?
When we play them?
Philly?
Well, I was gonna say Cleveland.
Who? I didn't even watch them, man.
Cleveland got the paint. I mean, Evan Love stayed hurt, so I ain't gonna really too much count him. But
he just
they got DeAndre. They got DeAndre Hunter. I'm not DeAndre. I'm tripping, man. DeAndre Drummond or whatever.
Yeah,
Drummond. They got McGee backing him up. And then they just play good defense. Larry Nance, you know what I'm saying? And then who else they got? They play solid defense. And then Colin been playing a lot better. I don't know if Okoro will be back though. But anyway, that's just a team that I want to see, John, in a sense, you know what I'm saying, show up against, some players that I know that's gonna defend well. Like you said, against like Boston, they gonna do that. Boston got Tristan Thompson. You know how Tristan Thompson, he just straight turned Al into, from Horford to Holford.
And Tristan Thompson just loved playing against the same thing with like Vucevic. For some reason, we cannot stop this. I don't care.
The thing is like here's the thing, and it's been a curse for the Hawks for a long time where we make bums look like superstars. And if we can cut that out this year, I don't see most teams in the East, especially, being able to compete with our firepower. They got to come down and consistently hit. They got to be on one of their hottest games.
Your problem is this, Lou, is that when them bums go for 30 and 20 and 30 on us, they other stars go for their points too. So
right.
If we gonna let the bums go for 40, we need to contain everybody else.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? The problem is the stars get theirs, but then it'd be a scrub. Just like go back to the Eastern Conference Finals. Josh Smith, I seem like Josh Smith couldn't miss, but then LeBron and them still was getting there. Mm-hmm. Go back to when we played Miami last year, and they had the young rookie,
Hero.
Not Hero. Year before last, Kendrick Nunn, when he ran.
Oh yeah, what he had, like 30? He hung like a 30 spot on
30 points. And everybody else still got theirs. So, and that's the problem. It's not. It don't matter if the bum go for 25 if we contain everybody else. The problem is the bum get 25, but the stars still get theirs. You know what I'm saying?
No, I hear you. And I just don't see that being the case this year.
Oh yeah, that's not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen this year. Not like that. It's not.
Nah, bro, we long in every position. We can quit. And bro,
dude, when I was watching the interior defense of Hunter and Cam Reddish, and their ability to switch up top and on the wings, I think that's going to become invaluable. And I think when they figure out that how to play that pick, man, like doing the film, like to know who to go over and who to go under. Oh man, we're in trouble, man. I think it's the surface. But the other thing about modern day sports is that we can't look at this team and be like, oh, we got at least 3-year window. Right now, I'm looking at, okay, we got this year for sure. And then next year is going to be crazy because, like, if we lose a John Collins, or if we have to make a decision on a DeAndre Hunter versus Cam Reddish in the year after that, you know, we never know if we have this firepower again. That's what I'm saying is, like, I would hate to lose a series based on LP's coaching decisions because, like, we may never get another team like this again. Even next year will be going better.
But watch this. You can afford, say we're a top 4 team, and you do lose in the first round, and you do lose a John Collins. What happens is those veteran players, not first tier, but them second and third tier veterans, they see us as a contending team. So now
then we jump into that fray, basically.
The pot of veterans, experienced, decent veterans,
are coming.
Who will come here because guess what? If John leaves, he gonna have a cap hole. I don't know what his cap hole is. It's probably gonna be like
5 to 7,
$15 million, somewhere around there.
Okay, yeah.
Cap hole, and I'm just guessing off the top of my head. I ain't look at the numbers, but he gonna have a cap hole. You can feel that with an experienced veteran. Now, I'm not saying that person gonna be as good or better than John, but our options. But our quality and free agents is also going up. Instead of getting a Gallinari at 31, you get a Gallinari at 27. You know what I'm saying? So it's important that we win and we contend. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, I understand that.
So I mean, Lloyd Pierce, he could, even if he fuck up the game based off coaching, and you lose a Collins and you lose a Snell for whatever reason. Your quality of veterans said, okay, this Atlanta team is a serious team. I got a chance to compete with them. They're not in that rebuilding stage. You got to overpay some low-life, fourth-tier type veteran player that come to your organization. You know,
I think that's a great point. I think that's actually a great point. Something that I may have been not thinking about because of the history of Atlanta. But I say if we get our strip clubs open and we start winning, I don't think there's not anybody we can't invite.
Yeah, as long as the boys don't go out there and get nobody pregnant, we Gucci.
Yeah. What's up? Speaking of that, what's up with Malik? What's the kid out there? The kid that used to be in Denver. He was going after Pippen's ex-wife.
Malik Beasley. I don't even know the story on that, but Malik Beasley, that's what he's talking about.
Yeah, but I heard after that LeBron's little boy went in there and started hitting up Laura Pippen.
For the streets, man.
What's that?
She for the streets, but I'm gonna tell you what he fucked up at. He fucked up because this idiot waited till he got married, signed a $60 million deal to go cheat on his wife. You know who wins in that situation? His fucking wife. Before he got married or making rookie money. Now his wife like, okay, you want her to have her, but guess what? I'm about to get this motherfucking bag. Okay,
and she ain't talking about that bag everybody's talking about. She's talking about money.
Yeah, she gonna get bread. Like, hurt, but I mean, at the end of the day, once she filed that divorce, he lose, bro.
But these girls out there, man, they sometimes stay with these dudes.
Well, if they but I mean, bro, she could listen. Somebody could sit down to her and say, "Listen, girl, you can leave him, be single, and he gonna be paying you fucking crazy amount of money per month on child support, and you gonna get half his motherfucking check." What you think she gonna do? What you think she gonna do? Run the streets, do whatever the fuck she want to do, and get child support, and get half the bread.
I'll tell you exactly what she's gonna do. She's gonna put in her application for the Real Housewives of Atlanta.
I say just got a full-time job, basically.
Young athletes never get married until they're about 30 years old, because if you know you want to run them streets, do that first. And the worst that can happen, you get somebody pregnant, you stuck with child support. If you get married and you run the streets, she'll leave you, take half, and you still gonna pay child support if you got her pregnant.
Hey,
LeVar Ball was correct.
What do you mean? Hey, did y'all see this? Did y'all see this?
Hawks come 3-on-2. Trey barrels in.
I don't see it.
Watch this.
But Kyrie
he wouldn't let them get the ball.
Oh, yeah.
We got to delay a game, but did y'all see that at all?
Yeah, I saw that
in the game.
That's hilarious, bro.
Yeah.
Shit.
That's some shit that's what you do.
Speaking of disrespect, man, I ain't lying. Today, I felt some type of way when Steve Nash took out KD and Kyrie. I was like, who the fuck you think he is, man?
With 3 minutes left in the fourth quarter?
No,
the game was over.
No, in the first half, bro. Was that first half or third quarter? He took KD and Kyrie out. Like,
what's wrong with him taking them out?
Well, no. Here's the thing: is like I heard they don't want to go out unless they don't want to stay in unless they're in there together. Like there was a big deal where they're constantly pushing them out together. They take them on the court.
I'm like, why would you take KD and Kyrie out?
Yeah, they were talking about that in the first broadcast.
You need to leave one of them dudes in. You can't take both your stars out the game.
Yeah, I think that's going to happen a lot less with God dang, what's that guy's name? Spencer Dinwiddie's injury. Yeah, but
that's something I wanted to.
And he done for the season?
Yeah, he's done for the season.
Oh yeah, that shit fucked up. They deaf, man.
So actually, can we go around the league a little bit? Because
to make a point though.
But go ahead.
Get up out of here.
Yeah. Okay, go ahead and start that point because I'm gonna go ahead and bring this in. Go ahead.
Now, I was saying, if y'all remember, you recall the 60-win season team, right? Like we had beat the Cavs earlier in the year in the season, and like later on in the year or whatever, they had like made a trade for the trade deadline, whatnot. So it's like I feel like they had kind of made the little moves that they needed to do to make their team solidify definitely, so they don't have to worry about us. But point being is that Spencer Dinwiddie got hurt. We just played these boys like this. I wouldn't be surprised if I see the Nets, of course, make some strategic tweaks to better combat, what I'm saying, what we have.
I'm gonna go look at their money, man. KD, Kyrie, they just get Joe Thomas all their bread. Their money got to be thin, bro.
Well, didn't KD take whatever they had available? Like he didn't even max it out. I don't think.
Max. He took max. They gave him a max contract.
Gotcha. All right. So this is the Eastern Conference Finals. Y'all can see it up on the board, right?
Yeah.
All right. So we got. Hold on. See. There we go. All right. So we got Philly started off 4-1. Orlando started off 4-1, Indiana, and us. Let's see who's on the streak and who's losing. All right, so Orlando's playing some ball. So we actually played a really good team Yeah, they're 4-1, so they're playing some good basketball. And then right below that, you got the Cavaliers, who I don't think they can keep it up. But I do think they have a better future than they did last year.
It ain't gonna hold.
That ain't gonna
I
hold.
mean, I've watched them, man. I mean, number one, y'all sleeping on Drummond. Drummond is nice, but Colin Sexton has stepped up or whatnot. And like I said, man, you guys, I don't know, y'all sleeping on because Toronto. I mean, they taking a step back like I thought though, but it might be a little bigger step than I thought. But they don't have that same defensive presence in the paint anymore.
There's only 8 or I guess 9 now. There's only 9 spots, so Toronto and Miami have a better chance of making this be long-term than Cleveland, does. And it's either Cleveland or us, so.
Miami, I would say Miami, out of the teams that's currently outside of the marker, I say Miami is the one that would be definitely in, of course. You know what I'm saying? So outside of that, everybody else starting off probably like they should be. I mean, it's not a whole lot of games, but
And then in the Western Conference, see what we got going on here. Damn, LA bounced back.
Surprised is the Suns at 4-1.
I thought they were going to be. They're like us of the Western Conference. Like they're going to be something to deal with the rest of the year.
I told you that on our predictions. I said the Suns. They're gonna get in there.
Yeah, they're a pretty complete team, man. I was watching them.
Ayton's really good.
Yeah, I watched them beat the shit out of Pelicans, man. Them motherfuckers are complete.
Hey, you notice they two young boys, Bridges and Cam Johnson. They remind me of Hunter and
exactly. I'm telling you, that's going to be a squad right there. But now, do you think Ayton has the ability to become Joel Embiid level?
I want to be Embiid, but Ayton can be level wise. I don't know. He got to be putting in the work. I don't know what his mental like. I ain't dove into him like that. It depends on his mental.
His mental is strong. I mean, I don't think he's like waking up at 6 like Joel was, but no, he's good and he's got a nice little jump shot. And you can tell he's putting in work to play team basketball.
He got the skills though.
Yeah, he looked good, man. That team looked good. I watched them play yesterday, and they are able to get in front of people, stiff arm people. They have Chris Paul, and they have that boy Booker, who is a bucket. You give him the ball, he's a bucket.
They beat the shit out of the Pelicans, dog.
Yeah. Like I said, my two favorite is Mikal Bridges and Cam.
I was watching that game. I was Jesus.
Did y'all see Brandon Ingram get kicked out of that game for a foul?
Yeah, I saw it, but I didn't quite see the foul. But I saw he got kicked out.
He basically was going for the ball, missed the ball, smacked the dude in the face, no ill intention, obviously, and they kicked him out the game. They didn't even get to me. It was what are they doing?
The NBA need to get rid of that rule, man.
Yeah, it's
it's like automatic when you hit somebody in the head,
bro. Like you can't sit there and tell somebody going for the ball versus somebody with some
head hunting.
Then I don't know what they tell you, but every time somebody swings the ball and hits somebody in the head, they got to go review it, and just hit somebody in the head is a flagrant.
Exactly. Yeah, it's crazy to me. It's crazy to me. So Sacramento, to me, I thought they were pretty good. Utah, who I saw Phoenix play, they look good, but they look a step slower than the Phoenix Suns. Portland looks good. Golden State, I can't believe they even won a game, but yeah.
CJ McCollum went out the other night.
Who did?
CJ McCollum for the Blazers.
Oh, CJ, yeah. I like his game.
CJ a baller.
He was another second round scorer, right? Like he wasn't a first rounder, right?
His pick? I'm not sure. I think he was a late pick.
I thought he was late first.
Late first, even.
Okay.
Yeah, I know he out of a small school though.
Okay. I don't know where you going to school.
The Nuggets are they'll probably play a little better. The Rockets seem to be a better team than I thought. Like they got that Christian Woods kid for almost nothing.
Bro, they all right. Man. I don't know why Harden down there tripping. You got
Christian Woods a baller, but
you got Wood, you got Wall, who another scorer who can attack the paint.
Yeah, they look good. They look like they got some good pieces. Whether they put
they lost to the Kings then last night, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
We got Minnesota. Minnesota just doesn't. They just look boring.
Or Minnesota.
They stay with.
They 2 and 3.
Oh, okay, 2 and 3.
Yeah,
but they lost 3 in a row.
They're just not excited Oh man, it's like I don't care who they get, they just be boring as hell.
Yeah, and Oklahoma City Thunder, they look.
They terrible, bro.
Yeah,
I watched them the night. They was down 20.
Yeah, I think they're gonna stay around that. I just really love Shea. That's the guy. When I was shitting on Trey, I was like, I said we trade that pick and go get Shea.
Well, you know what? All right, man. He just gonna have to wait another 3 years.
Yeah,
but they built a draft. They got tons of fucking picks now.
Yeah, for sure.
They got tons of picks now. If they can pick, if they scout department worth a damn,
and it always has been.
But it's gonna be another 3 years though.
And then let's keep this going for just another second, because there's been for some reason a lot of talk about expansion. So if you would expand the NBA by 2 teams, what 2 cities would you go with?
Seattle, definitely.
Okay, Seattle gets one. Even with the BLM capital out there, no, it's not BLM, it's Antifa, right? They burning up the
Antifa everywhere, man.
I know it's sad, but we won't go there. What about you, Mike? What city you got?
I don't know which city exactly. I guess Louisville or whatever. I say Kentucky.
Yeah, you keep saying these small towns. Why would you do that over like a Vancouver or a
Vancouver is I don't know. That's a whole nother country to begin with, and then Seattle. I don't know. I mean, that's just west, you know. So I mean, Seattle would be nice, you know. I mean, I guess I just try to go off the beaten path a little bit. What everybody else will say. I mean, Seattle is obvious. I feel like, yeah.
I guess Louisville would create a more college atmosphere, kind of like what Oklahoma City Thunder does. But
what's the market size?
I have to look it up. Let me see what like TV market in Kentucky or something. I don't know, but I know Memphis isn't that high.
Who the closest NBA team there?
Chicago.
So if you live in Louisville, who you watching?
Memphis, Chicago.
Probably Memphis, or maybe Chicago.
Ain't gonna put it interfere with another team's market like that.
I mean,
why Seattle and Vancouver is always up there in the list, because first of all, you got the whole Pacific Northwest up there. The fan support is already there, and Vancouver, you got the whole western part of Canada. The problem is the when Vancouver was up there, they was fucking losing. So not gonna spend their money to go watch a back. So I mean,
and they'll probably that'll probably happen. Like I said, I'm just thinking something off the game. And then I would be. That's a basketball state, though.
Oh no, yeah. I mean, but you know what that reminds me of though? That's like why is
Indiana?
Why does Alabama not have an NFL team?
Yeah, or more teams in the South or whatnot. But yeah, I feel you. And but look at that. You talking about interfering market? Look at the Northeast. Like,
look at all the space up there, man. It's just Portland up there. That's it.
In Kentucky, it would be the Pacers.
Ain't nobody out there.
Yeah, Kentucky would be pretty decent, but like I said, there's some established teams pretty much out there.
Yeah, I bet you. Yeah, Kentucky, they probably Pacers fan. That makes sense though. But I bet you if Kentucky, that state had their own team, what? And then I bet you Kentucky and Pacers, and yeah, that'd be a good rivalry too.
So, if you put one in Seattle and then Vancouver, those teams are pretty much right next to each other.
But it's a different market, man.
Which is great. That's what I'm saying. And the thing is that you got to think of like the flights. You know, people could hit up a whole group of people up there. At the same time.
When I lived in Seattle, well, I lived outside of Seattle in Puyallup, and I follow the Sounders soccer team. Our rivalry is with Portland and Vancouver, and we drive to those games. Portland 2 hours away, Vancouver is 4 hours away from where I live at, Seattle, and it's a natural rivalry there. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But you also got to figure Vancouver would pick up Western Canada, because Toronto. Look where Toronto's at in Canada. So who the rest of Canada root for? If they want to follow the NBA, you know what I'm saying?
Right now it's Toronto, and that's all the way on the East Coast.
Right.
Who the rest of the world pull for when they want to root for the NBA.
So you could
Kentucky.
You could stick a team in Vancouver, and you be good money. Seattle definitely need a team because they got their team stolen. Point blank. Period.
They should go to Ottawa, man.
So I've been looking for a nickname for these two guys since before the season started, and Linda hit us up with this one. What do y'all think of the Snatch Brothers?
DNC with them hands.
We got
mess with that one though. I seen one earlier though on Facebook. I ain't gonna take credit for it. I kind of like that one though too.
What is it?
But it was a Wingstop.
Oh, I saw who.
It's like Xavier, I believe, in New Pack or whatnot though. Xavier did that, but yeah, I think he said he might have seen that somewhere as well though. But yeah, like Wingstop, that's funny. But yeah, Snatch Brothers. I like DNC though, or the DC or whatever DNC. Yeah, man, they definitely need a nickname, man. Yeah, the Wing Brothers, or whatever you want to call them. I don't know, man. They ain't quite the Splash Brothers, but they
fucking winning games, baby. It feel good to be a winner, baby.
I can't wait till they start really locking down folks, though. Like as they continue to grow, like in a couple years and stuff, they gonna really start locking down people.
I love winning games, baby. God dang.
Yeah, I'm definitely feeling
the
this.
The highlights look so much better when you got dub with it.
But hey man, and we done got 4 of them things out of 5.
Hey, that dub real good when you got that dub behind it, baby.
Hey man, win our next game.
I just about to pull it up right now.
Let me pull that up.
Go
for that. Wrap it up. You know,
What's
y'all
that?
boys on. I said go for that and wrap it up. You know, y'all boys on a different time zone than me, man.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. All right.
Yeah.
Let's see what we got.
I'm an hour behind
me.
Behind Mike.
I'm 2.
No, I'm an hour. I'm an hour behind Mike, but I'm 1 hour ahead of Lou. I'm central. I'm in the middle.
Yeah, somebody tried to tell me the central time.
Yeah.
But I'll be in Denver on Friday, dog.
Your time will be a lot higher.
Hitting that dispensary, dog, when I touch down.
What is it? What's going on? What's the next game? You keep going to NBA.com. Google will show you the next game faster than that.
I know this is the slowest web. Okay, let's just go to this. Let's see if you click here.
I just be hitting Bleacher Report.
I don't know. For some reason, I don't like.
Type in Atlanta Hawks schedule, man.
I know that's.
All you gotta do is type in Atlanta Hawks in Google, and the schedule's gonna come up first.
Well, I was already on the NBA and on this tab, so I thought that it would just come up.
NBA.com sucks as a website, bro.
Look at this. I bring up their schedule, and it's like it brings up everybody else's games. I don't understand what the hell they're doing.
And I'll check my league pass and see what's up.
Here we go. Here we go. Now I got something. Now I'm cooking with gas.
Oh, boy, we play tomorrow against the team that I said I'd like to see.
Who, the Cavs?
I ain't even finished typing Hawks in my
You know what, Mike?
The Cavs. If I believe I read it right, I just exit out real quick.
What's the points on that? Hawks should be about 5-point favorites. I'll give me the Hawks.
I don't know, man. You like it? Yeah, you going too deep into what? Yeah, we got the Cavs. I guess we at home. No, I don't think we home. I don't know. The Cavs.
They trying to fly all the way back to Atlanta just to get ready for a game for tomorrow.
Cavaliers versus Hawks. That should be yeah.
That shit crazy. Play a game and get on the plane.
So you should see that Drummond versus Capella. I mean, you guys gonna see Drummond try some things, man. That boy Drummond can move pretty good.
Drummond was working on that 3-point shot last year. I know that much.
Yeah, Drummond was definitely looking good.
Mine's are froze up.
Who? Why did it do this? This is so stupid.
No, it ain't. I see Mike moving fine.
No, dude.
Yeah. I don't know why I went to this. All right, I'm about to give up. I don't know why. Look, I clicked on their schedule and it did the other team's schedule. What the hell's going
on? Feel good going to bed as a winner.
You gotta bring it though.
And I don't end anytime soon.
They can't follow this up with a loss tomorrow.
I bet we'd be one of the
Hopefully
only
Rondo
teams to
didn't
hold them
play
boys.
because back to back.
I'm gonna follow that.
You say
I'm
what?
gonna try to score less than 100 points.
Did anything ever come up with Rondo and that girl, that stalker lady?
Oh no,
I
nothing
mean,
with
no,
Rondo got to deal with because Rondo on the sideline.
She's suing their ass. I mean, most of the time they'll just settle that shit out of court.
Exactly,
All right.
man. As long as you got money, you straight, bro. Mike Scott's still in the league, man. This man straight should have had all kind of feelings.
Well, I'll say this: this game on January 13th looks really. When we start to get into this West Coast, this looks pretty intriguing because we're gonna really know a lot about ourselves really early in our season.
Well, shit. Before that, we should be. Oh, that's January. Damn, that's next week.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. We got Philly, the Suns, Utah, with Gobert in the middle. We got.
And we can't play with the Hornets. No, them 2 games. Can't play with them.
The Hornets might give us a little problem, man.
They can't play with them.
They got a 3-guard rotation, bro. Ball.
They athletic.
Then it just gets wilder. Look, then we got the Bucks, LA, Nets, the Lakers.
Hey man, right now the way I feel, we beat all of them.
Bruh, that shit almost like we got a game every other day.
I know, yeah, that's how the season's gonna be.
God
damn.
Look at this right here.
Yeah.
Right here. The 10th.
Be a fun season.
Hey, look at this one right here. The 10th, the 12th, the 13th, the 15th. That's gonna be wild.
As a fan, money to be made. Hey, as a fan, that shit is awesome.
And then look, then they got a couple of days off, and then it's 15th, 17th, 19th, 21, 23.
All these teams back to back like that. That is kind of crazy.
Hey, look, we played the Celtics 3 times
in a back
like 7 days.
Oh man,
that's gonna tell a lot right there.
The playoffs are gonna be dope because everybody's gonna be in playoff form pretty much.
Yeah, because look, bro, you playing all these teams back to back like that,
exactly.
almost like the playoffs.
Exactly.
And Cam and DeAndre gonna be so crazy come playoff time. Everybody gonna be like, "What in the world? What are these picks or whatever? Who are these guys? What are they doing?" Man, them boys gonna be balling. I can already see it, man. Cam be having like a bad game and still be getting 20.
Yeah, it's crazy. And man, we scored our lowest output today, and it was and we still beat the team by almost 20 points. I'm just so damn excited.
Bro, we gave a 145 and then shut that shit down to 96. That shit's crazy.
Yeah.
With the same players.
That's how you respond. All right, guys. Well, we're gonna end it right there. I'm gonna yeah, man, this was fun. We'll do it again. I don't know when the next one's gonna be. We'll check out the schedule and let everybody know ahead of time. But when you see it come up, like, share, subscribe. Mike, you wanna kick it with your website?
Oh yeah, most definitely. As always, you can shop arcaliendesigns.com. Follow me on Instagram at art_alien, ARCH_alien. Again, like I said, also to check out the shop Instagram at Art Embassy, the Art Embassy on Instagram. Again, Arcalien Design Shop got jerseys for sale, ATLien jerseys out now. Terminus hoodies and some artwork as well. Check us out.
Damon, what about them Bitcoins?
Shit. Hey, Bitcoin is gonna hit 30. Next thing you know, it's gonna hit 40. It's gonna
I'm supposed to get 30 for today, man.
You're gonna be late to the train, bro. You're gonna be late. Get on it while it's still rolling.
Hey,
go up.
So when Bitcoin first started, I had a lot of nefarious friends that were using it for people's purchasing drugs and whatnot. But
yeah, you use it on the dark web.
Yeah, but the thing is, like, Domino's ran this Domino's or Pizza Hut ran this thing where it's like 1 Bitcoin for a large pizza, and that means right now Bitcoin that Domino's got is literally like a $10,000 pizza that dude spent.
Shit, now it's a $28,000 pizza.
Yeah, it's more than that.
Actually,
no, I just checked.
Bitcoin to get a pizza back then when the Bitcoin first came out, cost 7.
What's that?
It was 7 Bitcoin back then. So Bitcoin was when Bitcoin came out, it wasn't worth shit.
No, it really wasn't, and it was a big risk for them to actually, even do it for that much. But
so you said Domino's did that?
So you use Bitcoin.
You could order with Bitcoin. You just do it online.
You use Bitcoin. The reason people the reason people use Bitcoin is because you don't want to be identified. But you know you can identify Bitcoin now. So that's why you see on the dark web a lot of people.
Moreno.
Don't ask me how I know about this, but we use Zcash and Dash now because you can't identify those. You can identify Bitcoin now, so it's not really secure like that. When you
Moreno, to me,
private tokens and stuff is.
To me, Moreno's the most. I think that's the one that's going to win for the dark arts.
Shit, Zcash the shit, man. And Dash
is a full app, but you should check out Moreno as a product.
I don't fuck with altcoins like that no more.
Okay.
You saw what happened to XRP.
I know, man. What's going on? I was just telling people to buy that shit.
Who didn't see that though, man? XRP been like the same thing for the past. I don't know, forever.
Man, I'm trying to tell you, man, the SEC trying to fuck them over, bro.
If he wasn't day trading basically XRP, it wasn't no point. That's all that was for, really. He could have caught a little wave a little bit not too long ago, like a couple months or so ago. It went from about 20 cents to 60 cents. But other than that,
if you don't know, just stick with Bitcoin. You can't go wrong with Bitcoin.
Not just Bitcoin. You can't go wrong with Ethereum. Those two, no, Bitcoin and Ethereum. That's what I say.
Yeah, Ethereum for sure. But I actually was crushing on the stocks. I was telling people I was when Shopify went down 300. I was telling people, and then so I had a really good run. And then I was telling people about a month ago. I was like XRP. I heard some rumors that they're gonna it's gonna be, and you buy it low right now. Just hold on to it. And this shit just right after I told everybody just went way down. I was like,
yeah, you had a good run in Peloton, a good run in Tesla when it split.
Yeah,
I was just telling my homeboy that. I said, man, if you would have bought Tesla in the summer when it split, when it dropped down to under $400, I said you would have doubled your money, not doing absolutely nothing because it closed at $700.
Nah, you right about that though. But I do you one better. You could have doggone when them stimulus first came out. Well, Tesla was like in the low 200 in the earlier part of the year. The same thing with Ethereum. They both was like the same. Ethereum was like 172, 175. Tesla's like around the same way, and they both today like in the 700s. I know Ethereum like 729. Tesla like what broke 700 now, whatnot.
Yeah.
So
I sold all my Ethereum, put all my shit in Bitcoin.
I mean, that's what a lot of people do. I mean, a lot of people take their gains and put it in Bitcoin.
On my old profile, you go back, I was telling people, I said, listen, man, just get you a brokerage account. Whatever you have, $20, $30, just put it in Bitcoin. You will make money. But since a lot of people don't want to do no research, they think Bitcoin is a scam. And so they don't research it. They don't understand digital currency. You know
Everybody would have
they don't
doubled
want to keep up with the times, which is funny. They don't want to invest in Bitcoin, but they'll invest in that shit that says, give me 500 to make 2,500. Like,
well, you know,
because
what's that Christmas thing where you get 500 and you got to get other people to put in 500? And I'd be like, you'll do that, but you want to invest in Bitcoin. I was like,
well, the thing is, like, if you're not seeing the trend that that the IMF and the World Economic Forum is they're moving. They've already made a decision to move to a digital currency. So I mean, it's a wrap now. Now everything.
It was just a matter of time, man. But the thing is, this though, a lot of big banks, they don't want to move to digital currency because they can't control digital currency.
Yeah,
if they can't control digital,
they will be able to with this health pass. Though,
if they can't control, well, they can't control Bitcoin, like the Fed, how they control the dollar and just ruin the dollar. They have no control over Bitcoin because once Bitcoin is done mining, that's it. That's a wrap. That's why if you watch, you'll see these big banks talk cash shit about Bitcoin, but then turn right around and they be buying that shit because they know that they have no control over it. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, you better get some digital currency.
That does all this. On my other show, when I do a currency show, I'll have to bring y'all on because y'all definitely are right on that level.
Hell yeah, bring me on, man. You know I love talking stocks all day.
Yeah.
Trading, man.
Yeah, for sure. And this guy's a day trader. You know, he's been on the show a couple times about 6 months ago, and he, right when people. about 6-7 months ago, I was telling people, I was like, all right, now's the time. And I brought this guy as an expert on it, and he crushed it. So,
oh yeah, you got that? Send me the link so I can watch it.
yeah, for sure.
I'll watch it too. Now,
So
I
can
talk
watch
it. I ain't big moves like the man, but I talk it though.
Yeah.
I make my moves though.
Hey, I only been day trading stocks for like, I only been making profit for a year. The first year, I was fucking up. But I'm one of those people where if I don't lose real money, I won't take it seriously. So
right.
if I use my paper account, I be doing stupid shit like $1 million trades and shit. Like,
that's how I am.
You know what I'm talking about, Lou?
Online spade.
Get that paper.
The only way I learned is by using money.
Yeah, I got to use real shit because I had a paper account on TD Ameritrade. I'm doing stupid shit, man. Buying $1 million worth of Tesla and all that bullshit. So
when that shit works, you're like, God.
hey, Lou. And then when you use real money, that shit drop. You be like, what?
Yeah, exactly.
Hey, that shit never fails. I'm telling you, man. 2021, bro. I'm gonna stick to all my trading rules. Every time I go off one of my rules, I lose money, bro. That shit never fails. I'm like, T, what are you doing?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That shit is crazy, though, man.
Well, shit, man. Happy New Year. You just brought up a good point. Mike, Happy New Year to you. We got
already Happy New Year's, folks.
To monitor.
2021, baby. Hawks gonna win. I'm gonna make me some money.
Yeah, let's do it. All right, guys. Well, I appreciate y'all jumping on.
All right,
fellas. Easy, man. Take it easy.
Yep.
Get up out of here.
All right, guys, and that's it. That's a wrap. I hope you enjoyed the show. We'll be back this coming up week, probably after the weekend, and we'll try to get Chauncey and Jamal some time on, and yeah, we'll talk some more Hawks. Take care.